Look at this venue. What a remarkable scene for Hope. Sophie Leash. She's one of the... Sinise. Well, I hope... And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. She got put by that counter. The jab doesn't quite connect. Defense is not an option for these two. It is a sunny and hot day, and yes, we're outside, Johnny. No air conditioning or air con, as you say in the UK.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Can't land that jab. So much for boxing. This is a fight. There's a counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Sophie in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here we go. It's round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Throws the jab, but does not score. Nice counter shot. Write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. These two women pretty close halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Good counter shot by her. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. That's another scoring shot. A perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. Talk about Sophie in that last round.
Get your mind.
The bell rings and we start the third. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punching. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. Back at it in round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and she's got an impressive lead here.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little favourite and pickpocket them.
Seniesa Estrada is hurt. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. Well, if this train... On to the 5th we go. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
These two fighters are made for one another. Nope, that jab not going to score. Nice counter shot by her. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
They exchange punches. punch scores. Well done with that counter shot. He throws a punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Beautiful counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Sophie in that last round. There's the bell to start round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Oh no, not a good sign here for Seniesa Estrada. And shoot. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That punch doubled her over. Punch, counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Good counter punch. Left hook just missed. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Sophie in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. Here comes round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter punches have to hurt. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually output.
She's absolutely done her in there with the headshot. Cue up the replay machine.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Just missing with the right uppercut. seconds to go, and down goes Estrada. She knocked her spark out with that shot to the head. Let's watch it again one more time.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. Well, she's got to find some answers after being dropped twice in that last round. I don't know. Round 8, and we're off again. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Eilish just took a big shot and she's in trouble. Oh my goodness, I want to see that one more time.
Where did that come from? What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Sophie Eilish is dazed. Big shot, and Eilish is on the canvas. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, come to me. The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Eilish is hurt. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. The judges have spoken.